myself up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. And although my flaws had dragged me down on the coldest night, I'm still kicking around. And then I saw you.
Hi, I'm Hanzi and I'm a cosplayer and streamer, and today we're checking out the Nitro 5 by ASUT. This is honestly one of the smoothest gameplay experiences that I've had, especially on a laptop. The graphics are amazing, it's not laggy, it's very lightweight. The keyboard feels really nice to play with, and I love the RGB lights. Look how pretty they are. We love a rainbow. Yes! 4-star! 4-star character! If you're looking for a gaming laptop on the go, be sure to check out Ace's range.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AEL University League. My name is Proto. Joining me tonight on the desk is the man, the myth, the legend, Spudoom. We are here for our next week of play. Spud, how are you this evening?
I am doing very well, even though it's a little bit colder than I'm used to. But hey,
yes,
we'll get used to it. We'll get used to it, and I'm sure these teams don't really mind as long as their fingers don't freeze while they're playing. That's happened to me, and it's really difficult to play Siege. But yeah, I think these teams will be very used to the cold by now. We have University of Wollongong Dugongs playing against Swindlers University Swindlers. This is, of course, the last match of the group stage for them. So both these teams, unfortunately, won't actually be able to make playoffs. The Dugongs are actually third place right now, but the next team ahead is 6 points ahead of them. So even with a 3-point win, there is no way they can make it.
It's unfortunate, but before we jump into things, we do, as always, have to thank our sponsors for this evening. The AEL is sponsored by Predator, the gaming PC partner, AOC, the monitor partner, and Rig, our headset partner. So, Spud, going forward into week 7, Swinburne versus Wollongong. Obviously, same format as always, ladies and gentlemen. We have a best of 2 this evening, and who would have guessed we're going straight back to Oregon Clubhouse because, you know, who's for any of that map diversity? We love to see these 2 maps every week back to back. It's great fun. Spud, going into this, obviously, we know both of these teams can't make playoffs. They probably know that as well at the end of the day. Even if one of them takes a quick swift 2-0, 3 points isn't really going to help them in that department. So do you think we're going to be seeing a bit more memes tonight, maybe, on these 2 maps? Or do you think that they might still be here to sweat it out?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It can go 50-50 either way. I mean, just looking from the fact that they've chosen, the same old map bands suggests to me that at least they're still willing to give it a shot. They want to at least get some points for bragging rights, I suppose. I mean, Dugongs is tied with another university, I believe, in their current standings. Let me just bring that back up. They are tied with Uni SA, both on 10 points and both with a record of 3 wins, 1 tie, and 2 losses. So they could at least beat out Uni SA in terms of the final standing. So there's still something for them to be gained here. Meanwhile, for Swindlers, yeah, not much they can do by now. Maybe, put up a bit of resistance, stop, put on a bit of a show and make sure they don't get embarrassed on stream at least.
Oh, look, Spud, it's always good fun. Look, going into Oregon Club, I'm not too sure which is first. I believe Oregon is going to be the first of the 2. So yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting evening, and by interesting I mean relatively vanilla. I think we'll probably be seeing the standard play. Obviously, there is the whole premise of possibility of memes due to the fact that, as we've said, both of these teams can't progress into the playoffs because, well, the points won't let them. Physically, they will not let them. So, possibility of a knife fight here or there, maybe something along the lines of a Roman Kavira in the mix, but other than that, probably going to keep things pretty basic. Obviously, with Oregon Clubhouse being picked, I'd imagine they are going to be looking to at least play this one out, maybe scrimming, getting ready for next season. Obviously, there is always another chance at the Cup next go, but we are just getting ready from the lobby, and then we'll be able to jump straight on into things. Spud, we are going to jump straight on into things. Let's go in. Oregon to start things off, as always, with the bands. You think we're going to see anything interesting in the bands here, Spud?
Look, I just really hope that they play something a little bit more original. So leave the Thatcher alone, okay? Thatcher isn't actually that bad now. There's bigger fish to fry here, and I'm looking at Ufinka, as always, but maybe a Sophia band would be interesting to get rid of that LMG, but a Flores would be a very tactically smart band.
Okay.
Thermite, though, okay, that one's pretty good. I'll give them that.
I mean, in the era of Maverick and Ace, I mean, I don't know. I do rate it. It's not Thatcher, and depending on what Dugongs want to ban here, we could keep that spice going. Habana, yeah, okay, I could see that. That's one that we do see sometimes banned on Oregon, so I get around that ban. Now, this is the question, what's the defense? Probably, I'd say maybe the Cade, but obviously memes are available having Thermite being taken off first. It's going to be Mirror, though, so pretty standard ban here from Wollongong. Are Swindlers going to finish things off with a meme ban, though, is the real question.
Maybe they've had their fun. Maybe they'll stick with a Kaid ban or a Valkyrie ban, though. I'm not really sure what else they could do in terms of memes. I'm open to be surprised here. We've seen some interesting picks. A Doc ban. All right.
Okay.
All right. I rate it. I like it.
Oh, I think that's the first Doc ban I've seen in 2 years. Like, genuinely, in a competitive Rainbow Six match. The first Doc ban I've seen in 2 years since Thunderbird's introduction, at least, as well. But, yeah, there you go. That's the ban line. 2 not necessarily interesting, but Habana and Thermite and Doc are definitely interesting picks. But I mean, the defensive lineup isn't that insane. So memes aside from Swindlers, they are bringing the clash at least.
Yeah, I really want to see how that plays out with the extra intel she's giving out, especially while they have a bit more intel as well from the Echo. So yeah, could enable them to play very aggressively, or on the alternative, play a bit more reserved and wait at the end when they kind of know where the push is coming from, where it's all happening, to make those picks. Of course, with the Nomad and the Jackal on board, it's going to be very difficult to get that roam game up. So You know,
Huh.
wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of choose to wait it out until the end.
Very original there, the old SSD crack. We always love to drop that in the old chat when it's taking too long. Got all the Chrome tabs open, but finally we're going to get on into round number 1. Oregon. It's about as standard as it gets, Spud, starting on the top 4. Swindlers, they've got the Clash in play, Tachanka as well, and I think the Echo was actually an AFK pick there for Mediated Lime, so they're going to make that work to the best of their ability. But yeah, I mean, we're going to see how these operators play out. Obviously, both of these teams know that they're not progressing, so whether or not something is to go awry here in terms of the memes and dreams, well, we will see. It is round 1, and anything could happen from the get-go here. It looks like Recruit might have gone AFK as well as Delta. Not a lot of site setup going on right now for Swindlers. Only one rotate having been made, and Mediated Lime completely reinforcing off the wall to kids with the Recruit disconnecting as well. No rehost called, interestingly, from Swindlers just yet, but given the amount of site setup that has been done, I'm not necessarily surprised.
Yeah, look, I think they're not too interested in all that stuff about utility and reinforcements. They're about cracking heads here. Stress Sun already up in Big Tower. He's got the big gun ready for a big entry. Won't be able to find a drone either, but I'm not sure if he's actually been droned out. This could actually work out well for him. Oh, yeah, no, it's time to go. It's time to go, buddy.
Oh, he's going to have to double Rio that as well. So if someone from Wollongong can get in, no, not quick enough on the bat. So Stress is going to get away. Yeah, Spud, I don't even really know what to say about this round. There is 0 site setup, and the site setup that is there is reinforcement between the sites. We've got the Jaeger on the roam, Farin just off doing his own thing right now, trying not to get headshot here. We've yet to see the reconnect from the Swindler player who did disconnect. And, I mean, yeah, it's all just a bit interesting right now, isn't it? D3 are definitely making their way through here without really any real congestion from Swindlers. And this round is a slow one, even, to say the least, surprisingly enough, but it's very slow at the moment.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense that there's a bit of confusion about where they want to actually take this push. We saw some early attic presence, and certainly they've made use of it now, but apart from that, especially the ace, not sure where he's pushing from, and we do actually lose a thinker as well. Anubis Syndrome goes down. That's 2 players down, and certainly makes up the Swindlers' loss of that disconnect.
He did. He fell off the roof.
No.
Oh my days. Dugongs, what is going on? You have a 4v5 and you're yet to find a kill. Oh, I feel bad for them. Stressed as well, making it worse, taking down Syndrome. Oh my. D3 Dugongs. The main breach isn't even reinforced, guys. Stress is going to go down, though. So SL Ducks at least making something happen. 40 seconds left. The Noobs are going to try and take Delta out here with the Thatcher. He's obviously been able to deny the electric zaps. Can't quite get the kill. SL Duck to find Jaeger. Now Mediated Line left to his own devices with the reflex scope on the Echo. Reinforced off from any rotates due to the fact that he reoed the walls between kids, and Anubis is there. So thankfully for the Dugongs, they make that round happen. I would have been complexed if they hadn't, but they're going to make do, and they're going to walk away with round 1. Still yet for the reconnect from Swindlers, so I don't know what's going on there. I guess we'll find out in a matter of seconds, but they don't seem too bothered by it. They haven't called a pause. They haven't called a rehost. Nothing. They couldn't care less where their teammate currently is. So, I mean, play on. I think maybe. Yeah, it's looking like it. Yeah, the Nubis is on the same page as us, completely perplexed as to what's happening with the fifth from Swindlers. But sure, yeah, sweet. There we go. What's the rehost?
Well, maybe there's your
real
answer. There's your answer.
This isn't real.
Didn't know they could rehost, I suppose. Or maybe they're just so confident in their ability to play. It's a mind game. We think, oh, you know, they don't know what a rehost is, but really, no.
What if I just make sure? Oh, why? Surely that's a joke, right? Surely he knows. He's back! Way! Recruits here, and we've actually got some site setup going on here as well for Swindlers. I mean,
5 seconds left.
I genuinely think that they didn't know what a rehost was up until
Attackers are
30
moving out
seconds
to
ago,
locate a bomb
based on the
defused.
conversation thread that we've just read. Spud, I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, SL Duck, come on, surely you see him. Surely. He's so close. Oh, there we go.
GN. That's a GN.
Ah, look, I wouldn't even say a GN. Ah, Spud. What a game so far.
He gets away.
There's no way. No. He's not dead. Syndrome, come on, man. He's
You know
alive.
what? I'll give it to him. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that he's managed to make it that far down the stairs before finally being taken out.
Oh.
And, you know, I have to give credit to Swindlers here for, you know, staying with the 4v5. They didn't even think about rehosting. They're just like, yep, just keep going. Put me in, no worries. And, well, maybe they should start worrying. One player left against 4 and not much health either. And yeah, it's going to be an easy pick there for Dugongs.
Oh, Spud. This is going to be one of those games, I think. This is gonna be one of those games. It's shaping up to be an interesting one. We spoke about memes at the start, but I don't even think it's going to be the memes at this point. I think it's just going to be the sheer amount of how did that happen every round. We've got the blitz from Danny already. I think Dugongs have sort of picked that they can pretty much do whatever they want here. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big round from Swindlers. They got the site set up this time, which was good.
They're learning. They're adapting.
They are adapting.
Good, right?
Improvise, adapt, and overcome, as one famous survivalist would say. They're going kids for the 3rd round in a row. They don't want to give it up. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Look, that's determination right there. Like, they're not going to give it up. They're going to keep playing it until they win it. Whether it gets to 6-0 before that happens, I'm not sure. But, hey, do it enough times, eventually it might work. And they've got the Capcan, they've got the Frost here. And if Dugongs get a little too cocky and jump in too quickly, I think they could do some serious damage. Swindlers might actually have a chance here.
Yeah, I mean, with the Capcan in play as well from firearm. 100%. Can we even mention that there's no Jaeger and Wamai on the board here, given the premise of what this game is shaping up to be at the moment? I mean, there's no grenade denial. There is no wall denial. It is just 3 trap operators and a maestro and a Tachanka. So, interesting lineup, as you will. No reinforcement in Attic. No nothing. No hatch. No trophy reinforcements. No kids rotate. The rotate in kids to Attic is on the wrong side. I mean, Swindlers, they've used 2 Rios on the main master wall. I mean, Swindlers are really rewriting the meta, I think, here, Spud, against the Dugongs, or at least attempting to. Yeah, I mean, surely Dugongs are as perplexed as we are at the moment. Surely, right?
Yeah, and honestly, if Dugongs fail to close this out, then, like, hats off to Swindlers for bamboozling them so hard that they kind of just lost their way. So far, though, things are looking pretty much in Dugongs' favor, and with that first pick and the second thing coming out, oh no, not the feet, Sees, not his feet. That's rude.
Oh, Spud.
By attackers.
They're from the Rebel as well, Anubis. He's there for another one. Delta is coming up the main stairs here. The bomb's going down. Site has actually been completely full. Where's Stressed? Where is Stressed? Oh, he's in Big Tower. He's just coming in through Attic. He's not even gonna get one for his trouble. Anubis is there for, I believe, his second in the round. Yeah. Interesting setup from Swindlers. The question now is are they going to try something different? They are. Laundry supply. They're going to give it a different. They're going to give a different side of crack here. Yeah. Look, it's hopefully hopefully something's going to change strategy-wise for Swindlers downstairs. Maybe this is their pocket safe pick. They just wanted to try and lock top floor down, but couldn't, unfortunately. So we'll see what they can do downstairs. They have a half decent lineup for downstairs. Jaeger or Mai. The one thing they're missing is the shield for elbow, and that Goyo canister placement's rather interesting there from Delta. I think he's hoping that that's going to pop when the hatch is opened and deny the drop. But if that hatch is one of the first things open, well, that Goyo is not going to provide too much for them, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe Dugongs don't even want to go for the hatch. They currently don't have any hard breach at all, unless I believe Lion can maybe have the hard breach charge. No, he can't. Lion can't have the hard breach charges. So they have no hard breach. I think this might just be a rush with Danny on the blitz through blue, because surely they figured out that there's no shield, right? I think it is, Spud. I think we're about to see a rush here. Yeah, they're just punching that straight down. There goes the Goyo though. So yeah, unfortunate.
I mean, they've got part of the idea here. They've set up Goyo to slow down the rush, and that certainly will help. And hey, first
Opening
pick
pick?
there. All right, maybe I spoke too soon.
All 5 of them currently.
Okay, I did.
staring
I
out.
absolutely did.
I was gonna say, look at them. All 5 of them for a brief second there were staring into blue. They've actually made it in though. Dugongs are looking good to make it into pillar here with Blitz leading the charge. Can't quite get this wire on the long reach. Will finally take it down. Warden spotted. Requiem to take down Farin. Quick recruit will take down Requiem on the trade though. But Danny's just completely disregarded the guy behind him that wouldn't kill him as he runs on by. Stress is going to lose that fight even with the swag glasses in play. SL Ducks to take down Recruit. And it's all up to mediated lime in a 1 versus 3. Danny obviously on the blitz, making this a lot harder for him here. A lot of utility left in play as well, and half the round actually to go for. SL's on the plant, crossed into the site. Syndrome's just walking through. He's actually going to kill the planter. Syndrome's just not. He's just running. He's going to leave. Hey, look, Dugongs won that round. Swindlers got close though. That was actually really close from them.
Yeah, they managed to get the first pick, and then they managed to get some of the trades as well. The presence wasn't actually that bad, and the player at Pillar potentially could have shut down that blitz as well when he was running up the big task there. So that could potentially have saved the Warden as well. Really, it was fairly close. There were a couple of misplays there, but if the positioning had been a little bit better, they really could have actually stopped Dugongs there. So, hey, pretty close.
I mean, they killed the planter. That's the highlight for me in that round. Is they actually killed the planter. Somehow, I mean, I don't know where Syndrome was going and Uber Syndrome was going. I mean, he was just running.
He had no interest in being there anymore.
Yeah, sorry, I think that might have been TUC, not Anubis. But either way, he was just running. He wasn't interested in it, and he was surely just going for a jog. But we've got the Kaviri here from Swindlers. This could be their pocket pick. That's going to win them the round, surely. I mean, the whole lineup on the defense is completely different. There is nothing the same from the last round, and I think that Dugongs might actually just go for another rush here, Spud. Oh no.
It's called versatility here, you know? Swindlers are versatile. They can play any ops, you know? Any lineup, to switch it all up. They know what they're doing.
Oh, Spud. Requiem's actually going to take a lot of damage from Delta.
Oh, if he dies,
He's going to get away as well. He's gone. He's absolutely cut sick out of blue. Forfeited it to the attackers. They actually have a reinforcement on the wall. And I think that might be half the reason we're not even seeing primary hard breaches here from Dugongs, because they just don't need it. They haven't needed it until... This is the most reinforcements that Swindlers have put down this whole game. I mean, that's already a dub for the defense, but they need Syndrome, Anuba Syndrome, to come down and open up this wall with the hard breach. But here's Cab going to work already. TUC is going to take some damage. Shotgun in hand. He's not going to hit a single thing. We'll get the down. But shooting the feet of TUC, and that's the first kill. Mediated line to fall. Swindlers, unfortunately, lose. Did he just peek while finger boosting? Spud, this is an interesting one. He doesn't know the kid's under... Yeah, he doesn't know that the guy is under the stairs either. Oh no, Spud. Oh no, it's all going wrong.
No, no.
It's all going wrong. Oh.
Oh, no,
They got
he's
him!
dead.
Ladies and gentlemen! Oh, he gets that! No way!
On the way out.
What is
Losing
going
my
on?
mind. Oh, yeah,
Come on,
sure.
SL Duck. Get the job done. No.
They did it. Swindlers.
They've somehow done it. No site setup, no strategy, no utility, nothing. They didn't need it. Dugongs absolutely fumbled the bag there.
Oh,
There's no way that Delta gets that kill on the way out. And no conceivable. That was actually a sick shot too. He started off that round absolutely mag dumping the drone that he didn't get. He couldn't shoot it. And then he hits the cleanest fadeaway I've seen in a while. While on fire.
I'm impressed. Like, that's pretty impressive, Delta. I'll give that to you.
That was good. Oh. That's a banger. That's good. They've got to rotate those, bud. This is slowly but surely. Okay.
Oh no. Like this.
The feet. What's with the feet? He's just going to Rio the feet holes anyway. That's just cost your teammate upwards of 60 HP. And he's just... Yeah, I'll just Rio this off, guys. It's all good. They've got 6 Rios down this round, though. So that's big for them on top floor. On a site that they were only using 2 originally. But Danny's got a drone actually just sitting in bunk, I think, up on the bunk bed. I think that's where it is anyway. It looked like it. It might be downstairs in the kitchen, so correct me if I'm wrong here, Mr. Observer, just in case we get to see a glimpse of that. But we do have Nuttery back this week, so hopefully we can get that drone POV and it pops back up. But all the same, I mean, this is an interesting setup again from Swindlers. No Jaeger, no Wamai, so that shield is probably not for long, if I'm being honest. But again, oh no, we have actually seen hard breach now for Dugongs, which is good. So they've realised that Swindlers have maybe bought the strats out.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, look, they're certainly improving, and you know, if this continues, by the end of say the next map, we could be seeing some like real top contender plays here in Swindlers, right? We're just gonna start a little bit earlier. Is my only criticism.
I mean, provided Danny can, find one here in tower, which no, it is down in kitchen. There we go. We did get the drone cam. Thank you, Nuttery. It was down in the kitchen, not in the bunk. So I was going to say, surely not, but albeit. Swindlers, they've taken a lot of damage. They haven't dealt much, especially with TUC finding the opener there on distressed as well. Make it a second. Recruit going down also inside of Attic, I believe. Yeah, 2 players fall inside of blue, and the site is completely forfeit. And Dugongs are just going to walk in. They're already in kids. They've got double window. The bomb is actually being planted currently. 2 players from Swindlers coming up the main stairs. Delta is going to be caught on the cross here from Master, but it's actually going to be Ace that goes down. And this is post-plant Spud. Oh no. Oh no.
Like this.
Oh no. Oh.
That would have been big.
That would have been huge. Did he just try and hip fire? I think the Legion just tried to hip fire here. Both of them did.
No.
There you go. So there's a hip fire trade. Spud, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've got no clue what's going on. I am lost in the sauce. Dugongs, they're going to go on defense now, so I'd imagine we will probably see majority of the reinforcement pool actually used here. They've they have a pretty decent lineup too. They've got the smoke, they've got the Jaeger. Ella is the interesting pick here from TUC, but at the same time, I think they can probably get away with playing the Ella here. I mean, the Monty's on the board, which is an interesting pick from Swindlers. They got the Blitz as well, and the Knock actually, which is sort of an interesting lineup to say the least. Not one that I think we would see usually. But they have bought the Maverick from Recruit, so, you know, provided he doesn't die first or something, that would be good. But, yeah. I think Dugongs are going to close this one out pretty quickly, Spud.
Yeah, I was going to say perhaps that, you know, Swindlers, given that they're right now tied with AUE, and AUE don't get to play this week because they have their bye, you know, if Swindlers pull off a win, they could at least secure that 6th place, so not last in their group. But okay, I don't think they're going to win so much, but if they get at least a tie, maybe a tie, or even at least more rounds, because they tied with AUE, right? They could
like
potentially still stay 6th. Not last is the important part.
Look at the call there. It's like, guys, why have we rehoed this wall? There's supposed to be head angles here. What's happened? This might actually be a rush from Swindlers. Like, look at the setup. We've got the Monty close by, the door getting shot down. Stressed is going to walk in, but he's going to be met by the smoke of SL. But he's actually just going to power straight on through. He's not really interested on doing much with that. It's going to be the shotgun fight here, though. He's trying to deal with the Monty. He's called an extra player to come over. They're going to smoke it off and attempt to deal with what's going on here. Danny to find 2 on the opener. Monty's just slowly dying. Danny's actually found 3 off screen outside of blue, and it's all up to Recruit. I said hopefully he doesn't die first, but he's actually the last alive. We'll catch TUC on the rotate, but at this point, Spud, I think it's pretty safe to say that the round is over for Swindlers. You know, Danny was just sort of cleaning up, eco frags, if you will. Pistol round. They've barricaded the door back up. And he's just, oh, Spud, it's been, and I don't think I've had a clue what's going on this whole game.
Yeah, I kind of, after, you know, those 4 kills, I just wrote down Dugongs would win. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over at this point, and I might as well go ahead and write a result down for this one as well. But who knows? Swindlers might pull something out of the bag and at least show us something interesting. I mean, we saw some nice shots. We saw some great memes. Please, by all means, Swindlers, now is the time.
Oh, look. There is not really much for me to go off here, Spud.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Swindlers had a rather unfortunately lackluster defense half. There wasn't really much going in their favor at all. The setups weren't there, unfortunately, and you know, they did their best. They tried, but yeah, I think Dugongs were the more prepared team coming into this evening, provided that they actually seemed to have some semblance of a strategy. Maybe not the most meta iteration of such, and maybe not the most efficient coming into this, but I mean, their lineups are really good. They've got a solid selection of operators. Obviously, the Jaeger Mute for the top floor. They have that denial. This is actually the first time we've seen Valkyrie played this map. And on a map like Oregon, if she is allowed to go through, which usually she never is, ever. But she's here, and this is the only time we've seen her. Something to note. But, yeah.
Look, I mean, a lot of this comes down to just not
don't.
even a coordinated setup, but just basic stuff. Oh, no. No. Not like that, Delta. I was going to say, it's just, you know, basic stuff. You're doing ranked, right? You should know this, but unfortunately, it just seems like that message has been missed by Swindlers. Dugongs, at least, as you said, if not the most efficient or the perfect setup. Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. Not the most efficient, as I was saying. You give things away like that, evens out. Swindlers might just, you know, jump in, clinch it.
Look, provided what we've seen so far from Swindlers, as much as I hate to be the bearer of bad news, I don't think this is going to be a reverse sweep love story.
No.
Dugongs have looked really good throughout this whole match, provided that is evident in the scoreline. the face checking from recruit without ADSing. Is a scary prospect, but it's good that there was no one there to meet him. Dugongs didn't have a player in security. They're all back on site by the looks of it. They're just looking to hold on here, but with half the round gone, 1 kill either way is pretty big. But obviously with SL Duck falling first, they lose that Nitro, provided they have the cameras in place. So there's that. Has Stress had a suppressor on every gun he's used? I feel like he has. But so does Anubis. He's going to find the suppressor kill, I guess. And Spud, there's 1 minute and 12 seconds left. It's a 3v4. 3v2. 4v2. Oh, we go. He's got the self-res. He's back up. He's in it somehow. And yeah, Spud, the last minute of this round, break it down. What do you think is going to go on here?
I think they're just going to spend all their time until the last 5 seconds outside the window. They're going to jump in and get crossfired.
Oh, hang on.
That's
Byron.
my prediction.
He's coming up white. This could be huge. Provided he finds something. Anything. A kill, maybe. Oh, the flank from Anubis. This could be big. He hears the player top white. He sees the player top white. It's all for nothing. TUC to take down Stressed as well. Mediated Lime. The last alive in a 1 versus 4. 20 seconds left to make it happen on the Maverick. Doesn't know where to go. Danny, he's there for some more frags. I believe actually dropping double digits in that game. I'll have to go check real quick at the end. But a good half nonetheless from both of these teams. Dugongs are going to win it 7-1. Provided that the one round that they lost was really close. So you do have to sort of consider that as well at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, what a way to kick the evening off. No, Danny, 1 kill away. And SL Duck, actually. And TUC, both all 1 kill away from 10 big frags. But, I mean, Spud, that was interesting. That is the word. That is the one word that I will use to sum that match up. Interesting is definitely the one I think I'm going to have to pick for Oregon there because, yeah, that it definitely lived up to that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure there's too much to say about it. I mean, obviously one team was a lot better prepared than the other, and the results show it. I mean, what more can you do at that point? Certainly, I think Swindlers gave it a good crack. They did put up some resistance, but ultimately, I think it was just the coordination and kind of the fact that they knew where to go certainly helped Dugongs take that one out. There is still hope, though, of course, for Swindlers. They can at least hope to get some more rounds on the board and maybe still beat out AE Black and not be the bottom of the group. But it's definitely going to be a tough one, especially since we do go to Dugongs map pick, which is Clubhouse.
Yeah, look, map number 2 is definitely already shaping up to be an interesting one, provided what we saw there in the first. I mean, 7-1 on any day, any team, any tournament is dominant, I think is the word that we're going to go with here before we go to the break. But before we do, once again, we would like to thank our sponsors, Predator, conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. AOC, the best viewing experience, and Rig, what it takes to win. We will be back after this short break for map number 2, Clubhouse. Don't go anywhere. Things are just getting started.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Hi, I'm Kunzi and I'm a cosplayer and streamer, and today we're checking out the Nitro 5 by ASUT. This is honestly one of the smoothest gameplay experiences that I've had, especially on a laptop. The graphics are amazing. It's not laggy. It's very lightweight. The keyboard feels really nice to play with, and I love the RGB lights. Look how pretty they are. We love a rainbow. Yes! 4-star! 4-star character! If you're looking for a gaming laptop on the go, be sure to check out Ace's range.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Game number 1, a very swift 7-1. Setting the pace, I think, here for the rest of the evening. Wollongong leading so far. Going into our game number 2, Clubhouse Spud, is where we are off to very shortly in the future. Provided what we saw in game 1. What do we think game 2 is going to look like here? Because it's a mixed bag right now. Do you think it's going to be another 7-1? Do you think it's going to be a 7-0? Do we think it's going to be a 7-1 the other way? What are we thinking?
Look, I'll be honest here. I don't really rate Swindlers' chances of getting any rounds really that high. I think it's going to be 7-0 pretty quickly, but I think we will see some interesting moments, some interesting kills. I mean, I still can't get over how Delta just hid in Harry Potter, got burnt out, and then just dunked on the guy as he faded away. That was good. That was gold. I would like to see something like that again.
I would definitely pay for some more fadeaway content, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what we are provided here. Obviously, look, Oregon was quick. It was a very quick map, and it sort of disappeared really. I mean, as I was saying in the break, like it didn't even really feel like we were there for very long, because we don't see 7-1s very often here in the University League, and when we do, they're always a good time. So we genuinely enjoyed map 1. Map 2 is shaping up to be interesting, provided maybe we see some more meme bans come out. I mean, I don't know. Wollongong's bans weren't necessarily meme bans. What was it? It was Habana and Mirror. So they weren't too memey, but I mean, Thermite on the card of the attack, and then what was their defense ban? It was
a doc. That's right.
Doc. That's right. Ban. Yeah, haven't seen a doc ban in 2 years. Yeah. I mean, going into Clubhouse, what bans are we expecting for them? Like a Glaz and a cap can or something? I mean,
I actually don't know. I'm not going to call it because I'm genuinely interested to see what they do here, because I think Dugongs have kind of realized the level that they're dealing with, and they realize it can be a bit more creative perhaps with some of their bans. So I think, yeah, a Jaeger or my ban maybe, guys, just no grenades. I mean, given that, Swindlers weren't too keen on playing the grenade denial anyway, maybe just remove it entirely. We can have all the fun we want with grenades. So get rid of the cap can. That would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, that last game, there was... I don't actually think Swinburne bought any major utility. There was no grenade denial. There was no plant denial. There was no wall denial. There was no area denial. There was Goyo 1 round. My bad. I take that back. There was area denial 1 round. There was no drone denial. There was no Mozzie mute combo. It was interesting. But we are going to jump straight on into Clubhouse, and we are going to see what these bans are going to be, Spud. We've obviously speculated that we're going to see something interesting here, but this is now the question. What is it actually going to be that the bans have come out? Swindler starting on the defense again. Stature to go. No. So pretty standard ban. We might see them play. We might see them play seriously here, Spud, provided that ban. These things could be getting saucy.
Yeah, maybe it's time they get that tie and secure their 6th place against AUE Black, who will be 7th, of course. There's still something on the line here for both these teams.
Okay.
A Twitch. Yeah. Farron did do pretty well with the Twitch, so.
Twitch, I can justify that. Like that's a justifiable ban. Like I could see that. I could see why they would ban that. Provided that the util didn't do much last game. But the F2 was definitely a nuisance. They are going to get rid of the Cade as well. So this is actually shaping up to be mostly vanilla Oregon ban, Clubhouse ban, sorry. Mirror, I would assume, or Valkyrie would be the last if it's the perfect world, but We are going to get graced with that. So Val, yeah, okay. Twitch the only weird band here, I guess we should put in quotation marks. But other than that, it's pretty patent pending Clubhouse. Why do I keep saying Oregon? I still think we're on Oregon. That's how quick it was.
I mean, maybe it's a sign that Swindlers do know what they're doing. They threw in some weirdness in the first game, and then they're like, all right, well, now's our time to really shine.
Dude, they've got the line. I'm scared. If I was Dugongs, I'd be scared too. They've got the lineup. CC Cash, this actually isn't bad. Like Jaeger for Garage, the Echo for the Plantanol, paired with the Smoke, Legion for the Monty. I mean, they can't see that. Obviously, there's no reveal phase anymore. Oh, there is reveal phase, sorry. But it doesn't really matter, provided that there is attacker 6 pick. So they know what the defense is bringing. Oh, wait, no reveal phase. Okay, yeah, no, it is gone. So they don't know what either have bought. So, I mean, we did see Delta on the Legion last game, so maybe it's just an operator he likes. But provided that Danny is on the Monty, it's going to work out pretty well for them in this round, at least, with that Legion in place. So there's that. Albeit, they actually have a pretty solid line. I genuinely think we're going to see a pretty good showing on them on club here for them. They've got the site set up as well. I mean, they've got the jump rotate through Cash.
What has happened?
Yeah, this is a different team. Who's logged on? They're remote connected.
What's
They
going
haven't
on? They know
reoed
what they're
site yet,
doing.
though. There's that. They haven't reoed Colin.
Yeah.
They haven't reoed top red. Is main breach off? No, main breach is reoed, and they've just reoed bottom garage as well. So all the reos are gone. They've used them all. This is a different team, Spud. What?
What is going on?
Why is okay? I have one question. The shield placement is questionable on the server, but why has he put a Kona station next to the suicide jump in for one of the attackers to grab on the way in? I mean, interesting.
It's got to be bait.
That's got to be a bait, surely, right? I mean, yeah, look. We yet to see Spud early round, but Monty, he's deep in garage already, and Farron, he looks to be pretty scared about it.
Making a lot of damage from that breach as well. Going for the fight. Oh, no. He will not win that. Danny does manage to take him out. A bit questionable where the Legion goo mines were. He's actually over on red, but he might actually go for flank here and could actually catch some players out as well. But no, he will be taken down by SL Duck following up behind the Monty, and that's garage control seeded and certainly a major part of getting this operation down.
Well, Recruit's actually going to find one from top red. The Echo drone in play as well, making an early presence, sort of chucking some of those concussions. But the smoke grenades as well coming out. Doesn't really matter. SL Duck's going to be getting that bomb down. Some interesting smokes, but Recruit will find another. Danny, with the headshot, though, from the Monty's, actually able to find Recruit there for at least the trade. And now Swindlers in the post plant. Meditated, Lyman stressed in a 2 versus 3. The Monty in play is going to make things difficult. The smoke is obviously out of those toxic canisters, and with Echo not doing too much to the Monty shield anymore, things are going to be difficult. But might be the bait and switch. Meditated, takes a lot of damage. 20 seconds left. Not looking great, Spud. I don't imagine this is going to amount to much. He's going to try for the defuse, but yeah, he's going to go down. I think this is pretty much, yeah, there you go. Round over.
Look, I will say, though, that did look a lot better. Swindlers were playing some of the power positions. They had the reinforcements down. They had
did.
A decent site set up, and if their positioning had been a little bit better, they actually really could have denied that plant. The smoke a little bit off, and at the end, Meditated Lion obviously could have denied as well with the Echo drone, and at the end probably could have helped his smoke out instead of holding that passive angle. But that's a much better showing from Swindlers. I just don't know where that went on the first map, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened on map 1 from them. It was very back and forth, to say the least, in terms of how they were playing, what they were doing, what was happening. Even just the site setups were, you know, to some degree questionable. But I mean, at the end, it's happened. They've made that come up. They're playing for proper site setups. They've got some Rios on hand. They actually used all 10 in that last round, which I think is the first time that we've actually seen them pull that off. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. Meditated's back on the cab though, so a little bit of a downgrade for them in terms of the op picks, provided that the Monty was in play. It's not going to be coming back this round. Danny on the Yana instead. But 3 kills on the Monty in the opening round is actually pretty big for him. So there's that.
Look, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Swindlers play this out, because they do actually seem to have a much better setup here and could actually slow down Dugongs quite a lot. That wall, however, will get opened up pretty quickly. The bandit battery is removed, and stressed, oh no, from that rappel angle will get taken out. First pick for Dugongs, and the breach open with, well, barely 30 seconds off the board.
It's a very quick breach. TUC close to finding that one, but with Danny taking down Farron, funnily enough, the Jaeger dying to a frag grenade there. Swindlers find themselves very quickly in a 2 versus 5, and, you know, if not careful, could definitely be the flawless. Playing close on the breach, though, Recruit with the shotgun, I believe, possibly. No, SMG in hand. He's going to do some damage. He's going to be the walk-in from top red. Shotgun now is going to take a lot of Anubis' health. However, he's going to be able to cross. Danny wins the fight. The bomb now going down. Meditated Lime on the flank coming up red. He sees that. That player didn't see him there. Interestingly, misses the headshot. Will get the kill, though. Requiem to go down. So there's one. Shotgun in hand, looking for more, but the Volt's on over. No, Anubis didn't even need to do that. They're going to lose out on the flawless. That is going to be another very quick round in their hands. But again, this is their map pick, so take that as you will.
Yeah, 2 rounds, 2 plants. Yeah, that's pretty flawless attacking. Despite Swindlers' improvements in their defensive setup, Dugongs definitely know what they're doing here, and they've pretty much powered through Swindlers' defense. I think we were at about a minute down, and there were 2 players left for Dugongs. One was off-site, and Recruit was all by himself, and very quickly he was put down as well. He did get a lot of health down on Anubis, but after that, yeah, it was all up to Meditated Lime. He was by himself, off-site, plant going down. Not much he can do at that point.
Unfortunately not. But I mean, look, I think Dugongs definitely learned their lesson after round number 1, provided that it actually came down to a post plant, and it was like actually pretty close. Like they had good utility to make that happen, provided the echo had denied for a little bit and the smokes had connected. But even saying that, at the end of the day, it was actually a pretty close round from them. So you do have to sort of take that into consideration. We did see the additions made from the attack when they changed things up slightly on their next round, obviously only losing 1 in the process. So there was definitely a bit of on-the-feet learning from Dugongs. But I mean, look, it's downstairs, so Swindlers have the better, or at least the most defender-sided site for Oregon in theory. Whether or not that is going to benefit them, we're about to find out, Spud. 30 seconds in, not too much going on really, but it's all happening.
That's a pretty good toss from SL Duck. They are looking to clear from the top floor down, just making sure there's no funky business going on here. We do see the Maestro Cam could potentially deny that hatch, and Vigil, of course, upstairs looking for that roam. Nubis does get tagged up a little bit. I believe it is from Farron, but so far, Dugongs making good progress with this roam clear, and honestly, Swindlers are doing a pretty good job in terms of the roam.
Yeah, it's been pretty fluid so far. I mean, we've seen a lot of rotating going on between these 2 upstairs players. Obviously, Meditated, Lime, and Delta inside of the garage are yet to be found out, it seems, on any camera or at least face checked by any players. I don't think Danny quite saw Maestro there running back to the site, but Requiem's actually the first to find a kill. The Delta is going to go down, but in the process, TUC is going to be downed as well. Come on, you know you want it. No, that misses? I don't even know how that misses. Meditated Lime in a bit of trouble, though. Does have the impact available to drop down the hatch inside of stock here, but it's going to stick around for the time being. SL Duck. This is a good spot. But yeah, look, I believe TUC is going to be revivable in this situation. There's only a minute left, Spot. Not long at all.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
The timing just a bit off. If he had got him on that revive, that would have been huge. That would have been a great play there. But hey, they found another player, and with Tuck on low health already, this is actually looking very doable. Diffuser down in church as well. Byron going for an aggressive swing. Doesn't quite catch Danny here. He has been flawless so far. 7-0. Stress Sun, however, will finally finish off Tuck. These last two players and their positions known. No, not known. Surely someone has figured out. Nope.
I don't think they have a clue at all. Meditated and Stressed, both inside. They have no rotate into blue. This could be a free plant for Danny here, and indeed it probably will be with his teammate holding the hall. He's actually made his way into Arsenal, though, and with that impact making that rotate, SL Duck's just not looking at anything. I don't actually think they have a clue where either of these players are. He's not going to catch the Maestro making his way to dummy box here. It might actually be taken out on the swing. Stressed is going to spot, SL Duck. And Danny's going to take down Meditated Line, meaning that it's all up to the Maestro, but SL Duck is there, the bigger magazine, or at least a bigger magazine, to help him get that job done with the hipfire headshot as well. But yeah, look, a very close round from Dugongs, but again, it just sort of hints as to how defender-heavy that site is. I mean, still very well done from Swindlers to get it to that position.
Yeah, given at the end it was a 2v2 scenario and neither team really knew where the other was, Swindlers certainly could have been in a position to win that had the Maestro won that fight against the OSA. Could have easily turned into 2v1 or 1v1, and of course with the 80 bullets in the LMG, could certainly have won that out. So given Swindlers did pretty well, but against Dugongs and Danny in particular, he's going 8-0. He hasn't died once at all. He's just been finding all the picks. Swindlers have got to find something new here. 3 rounds, 3 plants from Dugongs. That's not what you want to see on the most defender-sided map in Siege competitive right now.
No. Probably not, but I mean, look, provided that it is Clubhouse and provided that there is still a chance that this can be a 3-3, albeit a difficult one, I'd imagine that, Swindlers are going to have to do a pretty decent amount of work to get this to that 3-3 stop. Given that they haven't won a round in a considerable amount of time. Yes, they've got 1 on the board from Oregon, but that's the only round they've won in all that's been played. And with Delta going down like that this early on, and Meditated Lime, and Foreign, look, Spud, I'm just going to stop what I was saying, and I'm just going to go off the whole, it's not great.
Yeah. I think Delta has been getting a little bit too antsy with some of these spawn peaks. He's done it more than once and been punished for it more than once as well. So a bit questionable why he keeps choosing to do that. 0-4, maybe he just needs some numbers to pad up the stats. But right now it's sweeping up to be possibly a flawless round for Dugongs. They haven't met any significant resistance, but no, finally one will go down. Danny does find the nade, almost second. Oh my goodness. Thick Recruit almost did it. Look at him go.
He's doing some damage. It was doing some damage, bub, but yeah, it doesn't really matter in the end if you can't find all 5. It's now 4-0. It's shaping up to look very Oregon-y here. Provided that Swindlers find 1 round, maybe we could definitely see a repeat scoreline, provided the 7-0 is still available if they do not drop another round. So there's that. A 7-0 would be pretty cool. I haven't seen one of those in a while. But here we are. 4-0 is definitely the way to start it off. They haven't even had their defense turn yet. So, there's that as well. But defense is obviously where Clubhouse is probably its best. So due to the fact that Swindlers having found nothing just yet is a bit unfortunate. But there is still 2 rounds. So 4-2, that would be a good way to kick the half off.
Hey, look, they've got the castle set up so they're at least aware of the importance of keeping that jacuzzi wall shut. We've got a shield for it as well, which, okay, that's interesting. Haven't seen that being played before, but hey, if it works, I guess. Look, they've shown us that at least they do have some idea of what they're doing. Better than Oregon, given the scoreline. It's still fairly one-sided, but from what we've seen, Swindlers definitely have improved and shown that they do have potential behind them.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a big improvement from map 1 to map 2 here on Club. I mean, they've got setups, they've got strategy to some degree, they've got decent lineups, provided that Meditated Lime has been bringing the cav every round. That's the only thing that I think you can really pick to fault with Swindlers in terms of the operator picks. I mean, there is literally no fault in terms of the ops that they've been bringing on these lineups, because other than the cav, everything has been a really solid pick. In saying this, though, obviously on the top floor they've got the whole castle strategy busted out, and with the Ying in play, the main breach already opened up. I'd imagine Delta is in for a whole world of hurt here, but no, Candelas are going to rotate away. And yeah, look, it's been a bit slow for Dugongs. They haven't found the opener yet, and in saying so, Swindlers, they're going to hold on for the moment.
Delta might actually escape undroned here if those mute jammers are placed correctly, and that would be really awkward again. But no, he will get shot. His position has been given away. SL Duck on the gym window as well. He's in a world of hurt. Not much he can do about that, except sit and wait and force Dugong's hand. They're going to have to go for the attack here, the initiative. And nope, it will be a grenade that's going to end his life very quickly. And yeah, that's a gym site given up.
I mean, there's also 3 players now already dead, Danny. I don't even actually think he's thrown a single Candela with a second headshot like that. He doesn't need to. It's now all up to Meditated. Seems to be the last alive in every situation. The smoke to cover the main stairs as well. He's just going to run on away with the silent steps. Going to go for the big flank all the way up red. The bomb is actually yet to be planted for Dugongs. They don't actually have it in their possession. They have just retrieved it from, I believe, outside on the balcony. But there is a player holding this, well, there was a player holding this red security flank, which is going to allow Meditated to come all the way up and play down this red wall on the silent step. But now with the diffuser planted, obviously only 40 seconds available, things are obviously a little bit more brisk coming forward, Spud. It's a bit of a slow retake, though.
Look, if he gets one at least, and one could hope for an interrogation, that'd be great. But I really don't think it's going to happen at this point. He seems to be pretty passive here, and that's not what you need at this point. Oh no! You had it! You had it!
That's the 3rd time we've seen him do that. That's the 3rd time that we've seen that happen on stream. The one time that he got away with it was top red in the, I believe, 1st round. Or 2nd round, maybe? Albeit, that's a shame. It really is. But Danny...
He was close.
Yeah, he was close. Danny for 3, though, in that round. It's kind of big. And this could be the 6-0 half, Spud. It's 1 round away from being such. The clash from stressed. I think that's definitely something that hints towards how they're feeling right now. No denial. Well, no direct denial. They do have the Maestro, but obviously more of an information operator now, provided the Black Eye nerfs. But even in saying this, the clash is going to be huge for them, provided it can be used appropriately to slow down.
Can I just point out at this point, Danny is 14-0. He hasn't died yet.
It what? God, you're not lying. He doesn't even have any assists. He's finished every kill. 14-0. That's actually kind of crazy. And no one in his team has over 3 kills other than that. That's nuts.
He's carrying hard.
That is nuts. And I mean, every round has been won on kills, right? None on time. So every single round, 5 people have died on Swindlers. So out of that, that's actually kind of insane.
Yeah, look, if he makes it past 20 and still doesn't die, then I guess this game was worth it for Dugongs, right? You got to pad the stats, eh? And that's definitely a stat worth padding at that point.
Like, he's got more kills than his whole team combined right now. Out of 25 kills in the game, in 5 rounds, he has 14 of them. That's insane. But yeah, look, in saying such, things are looking great here for Dugongs. Again, I don't think it's much of a I don't think we've seen much of a change. Well, that much of a recognizable change with playstyle.
Oh no,
I
we
say
jinxed
that.
it.
Recruit. Cast the curse. Danny's to go down first. That's his no deaths run ended very quickly.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw the
That's a
blue
shame.
silhouette. I was like, oh no, not like this. And
Delta's
there he goes.
found one too. Is this the Swindlers round?
Is going on, guys? Surely they would have pitched this player out by now, but no, he's still chilling. He's just hanging out there, not too fast. SL Duck still has a diffuser and in a fairly poor position, but I think Recruit's just content on chilling out by the bar, you know, have a cool drink while he waits this one out. Oh, he almost got him on the way out too.
Well, trade's there finally. And I mean, with this clash up, things are going to be difficult here for Dugongs to do. I mean, provided they find like 3 kills, it's going to be hard. They have 2 on low HP, so Farin and Delta are both just Farin now is looking a little worse for wear. Delta caught on that flank by Requiem, and very quickly things are looking a lot better for Dugongs now. But I mean, they have information on Meditated. He's going to be forced out of his position from back armory. They still have really good Z-pings on him actually, and it's going to be from the hatch that his demise is going to be met. Stress the last alive inside of blue. The site completely forfeit right now. SL's going to drop on in, get that plant down. And things very quickly have changed back in favor of Dugongs. They're not going to let this round slip just yet. The bomb planted, and there you go, the kill for Requiem. It's a 6-0 half spud going completely flawless onto their defense, and I'd imagine this is going to be a very quick round in the following.
Yeah. If they do win this out, then there's no way Danny can make it to 20 kills because, of course, there's only 5 players. 19 close, but no cigar. So, you know, maybe you give one to Swindlers just to pad out your stats a little bit. I'm not sure. But hey, 14-1 is still a pretty good record. It's still a 14.0 KD, so I think he'd probably have, at this point, the highest KD record.
Yeah. He'd be close. He would be close to one of the highest that we've seen in a Uni League game. Still, I mean, it's... well, if he gets 5 kills, 19 is definitely nothing to be shy of. In saying such, though, that's actually still a really good effort. 14-1 spud at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what tournament you're in, is insane.
After all, one-shot headshots are a thing. You know, the impact of one player isn't as great as in some other games where you, for example, regenerate health and such. After all, one bullet is all it takes to end your life. So the fact that he's gone away so far with only dying once is, you know, really impressive, and I got to give him credit for that. And the rest of the team, I don't think they're necessarily on low kills because they're bad. I just think, you know, they haven't had a chance to kill anyone because everyone's dead by the time they get there.
Yeah, I mean, like, it has been a super insane solid performance from Danny this game. But, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Dugongs, we thought it was going to happen. And it definitely seems to be that way. But already we see the shotgun holes making things difficult here for Meditated Line to Maverick trick this wall open. He's doing his best. But at the moment, a lot of gas is being wasted. And the wall has now finally been cleared of bandit charges. So they're going to be able to open that up momentarily with the ace. Provided that Requiem doesn't impact trick it. Can he do it? No, unfortunately not quite there. So the wall open, 2 impacts lost. But I mean, I don't think that's really going to bother Dugongs too much here.
And given that from what we've seen, I'm genuinely impressed that they do actually know about Maverick tricking, which is a pretty good start. And they have at least managed the first steps of a clubhouse attack, getting that breach open. I'm just concerned about, you know, the rest of it, the follow-up, because it's only the first step and there's so much more that needs to be done before you can finally execute on the site. At the same time, though, Stressed and Thick Recruit actually putting a lot of pressure onto this backside. And if Stressed opens up that con wall, which isn't electrified, he could do some serious damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the process, Requiem's going to take down Farin, and that is your main breach presence. Completely forfeited. Diffuser as well lost the nature of the beast right now, but it's actually going to be a swing out, or at least an attempt from the smoke inside of the site. It's going to be completely fruitless, unfortunately, for him, but in saying so, Stress will take down Requiem. So at least the trade is there rather late, but it still happened. Recruit to find Anubis as well, and very quickly, Swindler have taken things back into their favor, but look at the health bars. Stressed, Mediated, and Delta all on low HP, but as Delta finds another one onto Danny, things are looking pretty good for Swindlers, albeit the health. So provided that they can go and retrieve the diffuser in 30 seconds and find the remaining two players, things are looking great for them. SL Duck will find one to open things up. 20 seconds left. The vault on in. Recruit's good to find the first. And now it needs to be TUC to clutch up. He's going to get the opener. He's going to get the second. He needs to find the player on breach. Meditated line. The Maverick to vault in. He's going to be able to spot him, and there you go. A 1v3 to close things out for Dugongs. A little bit too close for comfort, but they make the best of it. They're going to walk away with the 7-0 club.
Yeah, that round, unfortunately, was Swindlers to win there. They may have dropped the diffuser, but they had the manpower advantage. Definitely could have pushed that last player, but unfortunately didn't have the info, and they did go for those swings one at a time. And of course, Tuck, he's a great player, managed to clutch out that 1v3, so it definitely couldn't count him out. Fortunately for our friend Danny, he will not reach any more kills. It will be a 14-2 scoreline, which, given, is still really impressive. But yeah, not quite the 20 bomb he was hoping for, I suppose.
Well, look, 14-2 is still nothing to be shy of. And I mean, in a game like we've seen this evening, I mean, we only saw 15 rounds of Siege tonight, Spud. In comparison, that is max OT in a single game. So thankfully, you know, they made things really interesting, provided that the first match was a bit of a meme. The second match was actually really good to see. I mean, we saw the complete switch up. There from Swinburne. I mean, they had strategy. They knew what they were doing. It was a lot more structured from them. Unfortunately, obviously being Wollongong's pick, you'd imagine going into that there wasn't going to be any contention. And aside from that last round, it was pretty clean cut from Wollongong. But at the end of the day, Spud, it's always good fun, and we've enjoyed it. But there's a couple of things that we have to touch on just before we leave.
Yes, before we go, we do have to once again thank our sponsors for making all of this possible. First up, we have Predator. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. Predator are the gaming PC partner of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator puts power and precision in your hands, so elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator.
We would also like to thank AOC, once again, the best viewing experience. AOC is a global leader in monitor display technology for more than 50 years. AOC has developed an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. Today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming.
And finally, last but not least, RIG, what it takes to win. RIG develops headsets delivering superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the RIG team and enhance your gaming experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed what you've been watching this evening, make sure you guys, or if you want to find out more about AEL or upcoming events and live streams, check out AU Esports League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Alternatively, you can also find us on Twitch. Obviously, here where we are tonight, AEL Uni and AEL Uni 2. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Proto. It has been an absolute blast. We've had Spud on the desk, as always, an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Traveling for days without my knowledge of privacy.